The night of the supermoon wasn't just another celestial show. It was a declaration, a silent ripple through everything living, everything conscious, everything that dared to feel. Under that swollen orb of silver fire, the sky didn't simply glow. It opened. Something ancient reached through the light, brushing against your energy field, whispering that change had already begun. And now, as the moon drifts away, the real story begins. Inside you. You may not have noticed the moment it happened. Most didn't. The world kept spinning, lights stayed on, and people went to sleep thinking nothing had changed. But you felt it, didn't you? That strange pulse in your chest, that subtle pressure in the air, that unspoken knowing that something ended last night. The supermoon wasn't asking permission. It was activating memory, buried wisdom that your soul once promised to remember when the time was right. And that time is now. Listen closely. The veil is thin, thinner than it's been in years. The energy you feel moving through your body isn't restlessness. It's the universe rearranging itself to match your truth. Your mind may try to explain it away, but your spirit knows better. It recognizes the frequency of transition. The glow you saw wasn't just reflected light. It was reflection itself. The cosmos holding up a mirror so you could finally see what you've become. So take a breath. Feel it in your bones. That quiet electricity humming beneath your skin. The supermoon didn't change you. It revealed you. And as you stand here between what was and what is becoming, remember this. The story that began beneath that radiant sky is still unfolding, and you are its living proof. Something ended under that radiant moonlight. Though few truly saw it, the moment the supermoon reached its peak, an invisible line was crossed. What you knew as normal quietly dissolved, leaving behind the shimmering outline of a new reality forming in its place. It feels subtle, yet undeniable, as if time itself paused just long enough for your soul to exhale. The old world didn't shatter, it simply released its grip. And what you're feeling now, that strange mix of stillness and anticipation, is the space where endings and beginnings overlap. The air carries a different rhythm, doesn't it? Each sound sharper, each breath heavier with meaning. You may find yourself standing between versions of yourself, the one that has served its purpose and the one still awakening. Nothing feels stable because it isn't meant to. This is the threshold of transformation, the fragile bridge between who you were and who you're becoming. The universe is watching closely in this silence, noting your movements, your choices, your thoughts. Every action vibrates louder now, echoing across unseen dimensions. The shift has already begun, not as chaos, but as orchestration. What unfolds next will not be random. It will be a reflection of the energy you carry as the new cycle breathes you into its rhythm. The supermoon didn't simply shine, it scanned. Beneath its silver gaze, it read the frequency of every living being, not through words or wishes, but through vibration. It didn't care for what you said you wanted. It mirrored what you truly were. Your vision boards, your affirmations, your whispered hopes. They were only surface noise. The moon reached deeper, tracing the pulse of your energy, sealing it like a cosmic signature written in light. Now, in the days that follow, life feels charged and unpredictable. Conversations unfold in perfect timing. Coincidences arrive too precisely to ignore, and the veil between thought and manifestation grows thin. For those aligned with clarity and truth, the universe hums in harmony. Doors open, paths illuminate. But for others tangled in fear or hesitation, the same light feels like disruption, rearranging everything familiar. It's not punishment, it's recalibration. The supermoon locked in your signal, setting your path into motion. What happens next will no longer respond to your words, but to your vibration. You can feel it, can't you? The gentle pull toward what resonates and the quiet fading of what doesn't. This is not chaos. It's correction. The universe is tuning itself to the rhythm you already set in motion beneath that moonlit sky, and as that frequency locks in, a strange silence begins to bloom around you. The noise of the old world dims, replaced by a serene emptiness that hums with quiet purpose. It's not absence, it's preparation. You might notice yourself craving solitude, turning down invitations, stepping away from the chatter. It isn't withdrawal, it's alignment. The universe is rearranging itself, and your spirit instinctively seeks stillness while the pieces shift into place. Plans dissolve overnight. People drift from your orbit without warning. What once felt essential now fades into the background, leaving space you don't yet know how to fill. Don't rush to fix it. Don't mistake the silence for loss. This pause is sacred, a moment of divine clearing before the next creation takes form. Think of it as the universe exhaling, sweeping away the dust before a new structure rises. You are being decluttered, refined, prepared for a higher resonance. The emptiness you feel isn't hollow, it's fertile. Beneath the stillness, the energy is building runways for new arrivals. People, opportunities, insights that match your freshly sealed vibration. Trust this rearrangement. It's the sound of the cosmos tidying your life to make room for what's already on its way. From that quiet rearrangement, something deeper begins to stir. The mind grows softer, less certain, as another force takes the wheel. It's your subconscious, silent, ancient, and precise, stepping forward to navigate the spaces your logic can't reach. You may find yourself moving on instinct, cleaning drawers you ignored for months, canceling plans that suddenly feel wrong, revisiting old memories that tug gently at your focus. These impulses aren't random. They are recalibrations orchestrated by the part of you that remembers what your conscious mind forgot. Your soul is editing your life in real time, removing old frequencies that no longer fit the vibration sealed under the supermoon. The urge to simplify, to clear, to start over. It's all part of an unseen plan unfolding with perfect order. The reasoning mind calls it chaos, but your higher self calls it precision. You're not losing control. You're surrendering it to wisdom far older than thought. So, when strange moods rise, when you feel done with things that once mattered, don't resist. This is your spirit reorganizing its landscape, aligning timelines you can't yet perceive. Every sudden shift, every subtle nudge, is your destiny fine-tuning itself. The map was drawn long ago. You're only now remembering the route, and as your subconscious reshapes the unseen, your mind begins to hum with echoes. Thoughts you thought you released start circling again. Memories, faces, fragments of unfinished stories. Don't mistake this for anxiety. It's resonance. The supermoon amplified every signal within you, and now those frequencies are bouncing back like ripples returning to shore. Each repetition is not torment, but transmission, a final message carried by the energy you once sent outward. You might notice yourself fixating on certain ideas or emotions without reason. They linger, demanding attention, like whispers in a vast chamber. That's your energy field replaying lessons, ensuring you absorb what they came to teach. These echoes are proof of integration, your system balancing what was awakened. They will not fade until understanding replaces confusion, until peace replaces resistance. So don't run from the noise. Sit with it. Listen. The echo isn't trying to haunt you. It's trying to harmonize you. Every looping thought, every repeated image is the universe's way of closing a circuit, When it finally goes quiet, you'll feel it. An inner stillness, a deep exhale. That's not emptiness. That's arrival, the moment your frequency settles into its new form. Then, just as the echoes begin to fade, movement rushes in. It starts as a spark, a pulse that rises from your core and spreads like wildfire through your veins. Suddenly, you can't sit still. Your body hums with urgency. Your mind overflows with vision. You're not imagining it. This is the activation. The supermoon didn't just awaken awareness. It ignited motion. Every cell in your being is responding to a higher call, one that demands action, not waiting. You feel drawn to create, to change, to move without knowing where it leads. That restlessness isn't impatience, it's acceleration. Your future self is pulling you forward, collapsing the distance between who you were and who you're becoming. This surge isn't caffeine or adrenaline, it's divine propulsion. The energy you once projected into dreams has now turned kinetic. So follow the pull, channel it with intention, write, build, move, express. If you resist, that same current will turn inward, becoming anxiety or sleeplessness. But when you honor it, life aligns with startling precision. This is your cue from the cosmos. The waiting phase is over. The portal has opened, and momentum is the language of destiny now. Yet, with every surge forward, something curious unfolds within you. The things that once lit your soul now flicker dimly, as if their flame has served its purpose. The ambitions, hobbies, and identities that once defined you begin to lose their shape. It feels like apathy, but it's not. It's release. The activation burned away the illusions you outgrew, leaving behind the raw essence of who you are becoming. This isn't collapse, it's condensation. Your energy is pulling inward, condensing into truth. You may look around and wonder why nothing excites you the same way. Don't mistake that numbness for emptiness. It's a sacred stillness between identities. You're shedding versions of yourself that cannot survive the vibration you now carry. Growth often feels like loss because evolution demands space. The scripts, the roles, the labels, all of it is being rewritten from within. So breathe into the quiet disinterest. Allow it to clear what no longer resonates. Soon, like dawn following eclipse, a new current will stir. A fresh curiosity, effortless and clear. That will be your next self arriving, the one who was always waiting beyond the noise. The collapse you feel isn't an ending. It's your rebirth finding its form. And from that rebirth, a new sensitivity begins to awaken. The supermoon may have passed, but its light didn't vanish. It lingered, woven into the fabric of your aura like a silver thread. You can feel it in subtle ways. The air feels sharper, and colors richer, emotions louder. It's as if the world itself has turned up its volume, and your senses are still adjusting to the frequency. This is the lunar residue, the sacred dust of illumination that continues to hum beneath your skin. You are perceiving more than before. Intuition comes faster, symbols appear clearer, and small coincidences now carry weight. The moon marked you, fine-tuning your awareness to the spaces between the visible and the unseen. That's why silence feels different now, alive with presence. The veil hasn't closed, it's simply thinned, allowing whispers of guidance to slip through in every reflection, every glimmer of light. It can feel overwhelming, this heightened awareness, this constant hum, but it's temporary. You're learning to see with new eyes. When the brightness feels too sharp, ground yourself in stillness. Your body knows how to balance the energy. The moon didn't just illuminate your path, it illuminated your perception. You no longer just see the world, you feel it breathing back, As your perception sharpens beneath that lingering lunar glow, the current begins to shift again. The outward expansion slows, and the energy that once surged through you now curls inward, gathering itself like a tide returning home. This is the reversal, the sacred inhale after the universe's long exhale. What was projected into the world now loops back to you, carrying echoes of your intentions, your emotions, your manifestations. It's not a retreat, it's refinement. You may feel moments of fatigue or deep reflection, as if the cosmos itself is asking you to rest. Emotions rise and settle like waves against your chest. These sensations are not setbacks, they are integrations. The energy is condensing, crystallizing the truth of what you created beneath the supermoon. It's sorting, sifting, or realigning. What belongs to you will root itself deeper. What does not will fade like mist. This phase is quiet yet potent, a sacred recalibration between expansion and action. Let it unfold without interference. The silence you feel is not empty. It's charged, humming with meaning waiting to land. Breathe into it. The universe is not pausing your path. It's polishing your direction so the next surge can rise even clearer. From that stillness of refinement, your body begins to notice subtle tremors of awakening once more. The energy that retreated inward now starts to expand differently, not as a surge, but as awareness. Your senses stretch beyond the boundaries they once knew. Sounds seem sharper, emotions more vivid, and sometimes it feels as if you're being watched. You aren't. You're simply perceiving more of what has always been here. The veil between your spirit and the unseen has thinned, and your awareness is widening to meet it. This is the upgrade, the calibration of your spiritual senses. What feels like overstimulation is actually expansion. Your aura is stretching, tuning itself to new frequencies of light and thought. You may experience chills, sudden flashes of intuition, or an electric hum in the air. These are not symptoms of imbalance but signs of sensitivity awakening. The more you accept them, the faster harmony returns. Your awareness no longer belongs to the small world of the self. It now touches the collective pulse, the emotions, dreams, and currents that weave all living things together. You are not losing your center, you are expanding it. This is not disturbance, it's communion. The spirit learning to hear the whispers of existence itself. As your senses expand into that communion, the universe begins to answer back. It speaks in symbols now, numbers repeating on clocks, songs arriving with messages, patterns unfolding with impossible precision. You are not imagining the synchronicities. They are the language of your new awareness. Every sign you notice is proof that your energy is being seen, mirrored, and mapped by creation itself. These are not coincidences but confirmations, cosmic breadcrumbs guiding you through this unfolding path. The more you align, the faster the reflections appear. Thoughts manifest as symbols. Emotions echo through reality like ripples in water. A phrase you think becomes the words you hear. A feeling becomes the event that follows. The universe is no longer distant, it's conversational, and the rhythm between you and it grows smoother each day. So, when signs repeat, don't chase them, recognize them. Each one marks a checkpoint, a pulse of resonance affirming your alignment with this new frequency. Goosebumps, chills, that deep knowing, they're signals of truth, vibrating through your field. Trust that. You are not lost. You are being synchronized. Reality is adjusting its voice to speak your language, and you, at last, can hear it clearly. And now, as the dialogue between you and the universe settles into rhythm, the light that began this journey starts to soften. The supermoon has completed its cycle, but its essence remains within you. a quiet ember that glows beneath the surface of every breath. You have crossed thresholds unseen, shed identities, rewritten frequencies, and learned to listen beyond sound. The stillness you feel now is not the end. It's the pause between heartbeats, before creation breathes again. Take a moment to honor what you've become. The echoes, the silence, the signs. All were the universe's way of revealing that you were never separate from it. Every shimmer of moonlight, every strange emotion, every pulse of intuition was your own reflection, meeting you halfway. You were never being tested. You were being tuned. As the night sky dims and the world steadies beneath your feet, remember this: the supermoon didn't awaken something new. It reminded you of what was always there. You are not under the moon's spell. You are its continuation, its living echo walking in human form. The shift is complete, but the journey is eternal. Carry the light forward. The universe is still watching, still listening, still responding. To you,